All right, it is time for your lunch break now that we're all hungry. Your produce man, Michael Marks, is here with your produce deals of the week.
Yeah, getting you ready for your Easter dinner. Three very good deals here. We're going to start with a vegetable. You need some green beans. And take a look at these gorgeous green beans. Absolutely beautiful green beans. One of the things with green beans, when I used to work in the market and we would get green beans in the crates coming in, the very first thing I would do is open up the crate. I'd put a plastic bag on my hand just like this, and I would push down on the green beans. I wanted to hear if I could hear them squeak as I pushed down on them. That means they're very fresh. And that's, of course, what you're looking for. And that's one of the things I do when I go into a store. You see that big display of green beans. Just put a bag on your hand and kind of give it a gentle little push on it. And if it squeaks, those are going to be some fresh green beans. $1.99 a pound for green beans. That is an awesome price this time of year. They're still coming in out of Mexico. We're starting the Coachella Valley and Fresno in just maybe a couple of weeks. We're going to have California green beans. But absolutely gorgeous green beans. You're going to want those. $1.99 a pound. Pineapple, you need a pineapple. $1.77 each. That is an awesome price. Now, I know a lot of people, here's what they do. They go up to this beautiful pineapple and they go to the crown up here and they will take out one of the inner leaves of the pineapple. And if that inner leaf comes out easy, they say, oh, that's a ripe pineapple. That is a fairy tale. That is a myth. What happens when you are getting older? Yes, your hair begins to fall out. Same thing with a pineapple. When a pineapple is old, yes, these leaves are going to come out much easier. So that's not what you look for. What you're going to look for is when you pick it up, it's going to be very heavy for its size. Most of the sugar is right down here in the bottom third of that pineapple. So by the way, when you slice your pineapple in order to serve it to your guests on Easter, always slice it in long spears. That way all of your guests will get some of the very sweet and some of the not so sweet. So you want it very heavy for its size. By the way, when you smell it, does it smell like Hawaii? Oh, that's going to be a good pineapple. $1.77 for one pineapple. And finally, check this out. $3.97, not for 1 pound, but for 2 pounds of strawberries. Now, I wanted to show you something. This is what we call a fan. A strawberry should be conical in shape. This is what we call a fan. And oftentimes, and this is what we call a cat face right there. So you got a fan and a cat face all in one 2-pound container. This is because of the wind and the cooler weather that they had when the blossoms were being pollinated. You end up with that fan or you end up with that cat face. Don't worry about it. The flavor is all the same. $3.97 for 2 pounds, not 1 pound, 2 pounds. Hey, back to you guys.